Thank you for joining us, everyone. Today we are going to take you on a journey through time as we explore music through the decades.
We begin in the 1930s when jazz was big. Minnie the Moocher is a jazz song first recorded in 1931 by Cab Calloway and his orchestra, selling over 1 million copies. Minnie the Moocher is most famous for its nonsensical ad-lib lyrics, known as scat. In performances, Calloway would have the audience participate by repeating each scat phrase in a form of call and response. Eventually, Calloway's phrases would become so long and complex that the audience would laugh at their own failed attempts to repeat them. Here we go!
Now we move along to the 1940s, which brought us big band and the beginning of country music. Chattanooga Choo Choo is a 1941 song written by Mack Gordon and composed by Harry Warren. The 78 RPM was originally recorded as a big band swing tune by Glenn Miller and his orchestra and featured in the 1941 movie Sun Valley Serenade. It became the first to be certified a gold disc on February 10, 1942, for 1,200,000 sales.
The 1950s brings us what is now referred to as oldies music. Wake Up Little Susie is a popular song recorded by the Everly Brothers in 1958. The Everly Brothers record reached number 1 on the Billboard Pop Chart and the Cashbox Best-Selling Records chart, despite having been banned from Boston radio stations for lyrics that, at the time, were considered suggestive. Our 43rd president, George W. Bush, even named Wake Up Little Susie as his favorite song. If you feel the urge to swing a little, join us.
Brings us to the 1960s, where pure rock and roll was transformed into pop rock and psychedelic rock. California Girls is a song written by Brian Wilson and Mike Love for the American rock band The Beach Boys, featured on their 1965 album Summer Days. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame included it as one of the 500 songs that shaped rock and roll, and in 2010, the Beach Boys recording was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame.
Moving along to the 1970s, bringing us disco, funk, and soul. Bohemian Rhapsody is a song by the British rock band Queen. It was written by Freddie Mercury for the band's 1975 album A Night at the Opera. It is a 6-minute suite consisting of several sections without a chorus, an intro, a ballad segment, an operatic passage, a hard rock part, and a reflective coda, which is Italian for tail and is a passage that brings a piece to an end. The song was reportedly the most expensive single ever made at the first time of its release. Sing along with us!
A gun against his head, pulled that trigger, now he's dead. Mama, I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, 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 Figaro Magnifico. Nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family, sparing his life from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go. Will you let me go? Bismillah, no, we will not let you go. Let it go. Bismillah, we won't let you go. Let it go. Bismillah, we won't let you go. Let it go. We won't let you go. Let it go. We won't let you go. Mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has a devil for a sign for me, for me, for me. So you think you can stop me and spit my eye? So you think you can love me and leave me to die?
The 1980s saw the emergence of dance music and new wave. Girls Just Want to Have Fun is a song by American singer Cyndi Lauper, which was released in 1983. It was the first major single released by Lauper as a solo artist and the lead-off single from her debut studio album, She's So Unusual. Lauper's version gained recognition as a feminist anthem and was promoted by a Grammy-winning music video. It has been covered on either an album or in live concert by over 30 other artists.
Rap, contemporary R&B, and urban music made up the 1990s. Macarena is a Spanish dance song by Los Del Rio about a woman of the same name. Recorded in 1993, it was an international hit for years after, and continues to be a popular dance at weddings, parties, and sporting events. One of the most iconic examples of the 1990s dance music, it was ranked the #1 greatest one-hit wonder of all time by VH1 in 2002. The song uses a type of rhythmic pattern to guide your dance steps.
century, the 2000s, brought post-grunge, which is a subgenre of alternative rock and hard rock, but with a more commercially acceptable tone. It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere is a country song performed by Alan Jackson and Jimmy Buffett. It was released in June 2003 as the lead single from Jackson's compilation album, and it spent 8 non-consecutive weeks at number 1 on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart that summer. It also won the Country Music Association Award for Vocal Event of the Year.
By the mid-2010s, the style of vocals popular in indie pop have become immensely widespread among pop instrumentalists, as they are commonly used by younger singers. Happy is a song written, produced, and performed by American singer and record producer Pharrell Williams. Happy is a mid-tempo soul and neo-soul song on which Williams' falsetto voice has been compared to Curtis Mayfield by critics. The song has been highly successful, peaking at number 1 in the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Ireland, New Zealand, and 19 other countries. It was the best-selling song of 2014 in the United States with 6.45 million copies sold for the year.
Whether you love jazz, rock and roll, classical, country, rhythm and blues, disco, or you're a secret punk rock headbanger.
We hope you've enjoyed our musical travel through the decades. Stevie Wonder said, "Music, at its essence, is what gives us memories. And the longer a song has existed in our lives, the more memories we have of it."